And we shall be getting into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RSC Finals on Monday night, November 9th here. 10th for some of you. We're getting it off with our starting lineups. Hypno, Mackie, Drizzle for the Owls, for the Chimps. It's RoboFan, Pre-Flight, Insignian. As we expected, these three battling out for title in the Contender tier of RSC Season 9. We're going to have Pre-Flight trying to get contact there in center against Mackin. So far starting off pretty fast. Ball's been staying in the air most of the time. Hypno is going to try to get a little bit of a challenge there. Ziggy now out to the left side. He's going to have a challenge from Mac. It actually goes right by. Drizzle now has to do well with it and does so. So far pretty low boost. Both teams feeling it out. There's going to be a little bit of nerves as you would expect with this high of stakes. The title on the line for both these squads. Hypno's gonna go right by. Open shot opportunity. He's gonna need to be saved. No, off to the side here. Zignian now. Another opportunity. The bump. But McIndy, defensive rotation to save. It's still 0-0.
First minute of play here. All the offense there. I say that, but this ball is dangerous in the air. Pre-play. A wonderful save. I was about to say that all the momentum in the starting minute was on the side of the Chimps here, but as I start talking, the Owls seem to be putting one out there. And speaking on nerves, the Owls have played, I think, 3 times on stream this season. So playing in front of a crowd is something they're used to at this point. Chimps, I don't know if we've seen them, but you know, they have to be confident in their play with their record. So I'm excited.
Zignian's in clear. Out on the corner, RoboFan actually was up on the wall, maybe thinking about coming off that wall. Ball was a little bit too low. Trying to make the play and get the contact. It's going to be a double commit here in the corner on the defensive end for blue. RoboFan now out to left side. It's going to be an opportunity off the ceiling. The read from Robo. Out to center. Shot. Ooh, and it's going to go wide. Pre-flight will put it off net, but an open opportunity here for Zignian. Once again wide. Orange is on the doorstep, unable to put it into the back of the net and find purchase, but it will be going back towards center. Hypno Drizzle will get the contact necessary to get that clear. They cannot get the ball out of this zone. Suffocating offense from the Orange team. Finally, Hypno is able to get it clear. RoboFan says not too fast. Let's go ahead and send this right back in. Another shot opportunity here. Zignian, center, pre-flight is up for it. Contact. The 50 goes in favor. RoboFan now. And Orange is absolutely merciless, suffocating the defense of blue. It will be finally cleared out. No, not cleared out. It barely gets across the half line for the second time. The last 30 seconds. Pre-flight shot all the way across. Nobody coming there for the put-in. We are at halftime. It is 0-0. Finally, blue gets free. There's a fast break opportunity near post. Hypno punts it in. 1-0.
They held on for a minute and a half of just straight pummeling offense from the Chips, and out here, just one ball off the backboard that is unable to be read, and Owls take the 1-0 lead here with half the game left to play.
Very surprising they were able to hold on. Orange with so many opportunities, and they end up 1-0 in a deficit. Zignian is actually going to be able to get a touch over to the side. Zignian now with the shot. There's the give-and-go play up front, and that's how you answer a goal deficit.
They were simply rotating too well, right? So what do you do when a team is rotating too well? You demo their third man, create some chaos in the crease, and Zigman's there, able to punch that one home.
Diagonal kickoff here. Mackin and Robo. Pre-flight will get contact before Hypno and get the boost. Opportunity. The boost going forward. Shot from behind. Occasion there. Zignian going up for that. That's going to need to be saved here. Oh, and a save from Mackin. Is going to be able to send it back to center, though. It's a shot opportunity. Pre-flight blocked. A 50 on the goal line. And once again, Orange in the driver's seat. The Chimps showing why they're 42-10 on the season. They are just trying to clear it out now. Are the Owls just to get it over to the other end. Still a 1-1 scoreline. Drizzle towards the near post. It's going to be put there. Zignian's going to get a nice little touch here. Not enough boost, though, and there has been some boost grabs in the corners from blue. And that's going to go towards center. Opportunity here. Pre-flight wants to read it. Is going to get the touch. The shot. What a play from Pre-flight. The Chimps lead by 1.
He takes advantage of no defender being on the back wall, and he's able to read it himself. He's not passing there to a teammate, but it doesn't matter when you can put it under the bar like that with such authority. 2-1 now with 1:30 left to play. And, you know, if you're the Owls, you know you can score on these boys, but it's hard to when you're pinned in your defensive third. We'll see what they can do here now.
Pre-flight goes right under. There was your opportunity off that near side. It is going to be pinched back into the defensive zone for Orange. Robo grabs Bruce. Little miscommunication here, double commit. This could open up an opportunity here for Blue. Hypno's gonna put it off the near post. Is there gonna be a follow? Does get the bump. Trizzle back to Mac. Near post again. Will get a demo as well. If Blue, but you can see, look at the difference here. Blue actually rotating all the way out. They're taking 2 cars back onto the defensive end instead of doing what Orange does and just wanting to put that pressure on over and over again. So it seems like they're kind of giving Orange the lay of the land in neutral. Like, please go ahead and take possession over to the center. Not getting their own offensive opportunities.
Yeah, they alleviated pressure there. They didn't get their quality shot opportunity, so they decided to peel off, and it might bite them in the butt here. I say that as Trizzle, though, puts a nice one on target for pre-flight. Mac now back in the zone again. It's off of the defender. He tried to make the save, but it was simply too fast for him.
This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen, and you gotta make it spicy. 2-2, less than 30 seconds to go. We may very well be in the territory of next goal wins. Let's see what happens on the diagonal here. It's Hypno. Trizzle is up for it. RoboFan does get a touch, but it is going to still be in a dangerous spot for the Chimps here. Definitely a dominant force in the regular season, but right now find themselves tied in the finals against the underdog, and it is going to go back down towards center. Pre-flight, right side. Hypno Mackin. Mac back to center. That's going to be Robo to put it on target. No, but the shot opportunity right by. I don't know how, but the Owls have escaped a goal from the Chimps. It's overtime.
That was incredible. They were almost juked out by how slow the shot was, but then nobody was able to make contact over on the Orange side. So, you know, it ends up not being a goal there, and we go to overtime here, 2-2, and I genuinely do not know who's going to walk away with this one.
Flight thinks it can be them, trying to pass that over to center. RoboFan was actually a little bit caught up on the rotation, not able to get out with the boost, and now finds himself dead. This could be the opportunity that the Owls were looking for to take down the Chimps in game number 1 and set the pace. Hypno with an opportunity on the far post. A great shot there. Back towards goal. Robo the save. Mac does get one touch off the wall for a second. Yes, Robo has to do well. The 50 goes in favor, and Hypno played it so cautiously, and it may have worked out for them. Back to the side, pre-flight. That ball does not quite get out of the zone. Defensive corner for Orange, finally across the 50, and it will be Robo. This could be the opportunity here. Mac can carry out of the corner, but no, Zingian's gonna get a touch. Right now, it feels like Orange is actually a little bit desperate. They're kind of flailing at the ball.
They've lost their offensive chokehold that they had at the beginning, 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this match. Now we're in overtime. They seem a little bit flustered here, and it's giving the Owls room, like in here in the corner, to try and put this one mid. Unfortunately, it'll be low and saved by Robo.
Hypno with a goal to their name, looking for goal number 2. Currently has to get that ball the other side of the field first. Trizzle gets by 1. Pre-flight, grabs boost, leads for Robo, but it doesn't look like that was what the plan called for. A little miscommunication does lead to the double commit. Nothing comes from it after the demo. Hypno now to carry up through neutral over to the left side. Does get a nice 50 here. Just looking to keep the pressure on. Boost does go over to Orange. Nobody actually taking that ball just yet. Pre-flight waiting, seeing they have some time, and this could actually lead to a really good opportunity for the Chimps. 2 blue cars up a little bit too far. That's going to go over to the other side. Signian not going to chase. RoboFan going to leave this one. Might be an opportunity there, and both teams playing so defensive. They are leaving that defensive rotation, leaving a hanger on the back every single time, making sure they don't give a freebie away.
Yeah, nobody wants to make the aggressive play here. They're trying not to lose at this point instead of going for the win. And so far, it's put us in kind of a stalemate here in this overtime. We're 2 minutes and almost 30 seconds in already. And, there have been some quality opportunities on both sides if they can just get one more touch and or keep it in the zone a little longer to boost starve here. Pre-flight putting this one safely into the corner, and it's been back and forth. It's a little bit dangerous, though, however. Trizzle can't save it, but Hypno comes in to bail him out.
Almost at 3 minutes of overtime. We played a game and a half at least. Shot a little too high. Doesn't get the read. This could be the counterattack, but it goes right by 2. Right by another one. Mackin barely got contact on that. That could have been the disaster that unfolds to end this game, but it will not be so. We will still have opportunities for both teams to score a goal in a little more fashionable of a sense. Mackin to take the shot. Robo needs a save. Oh, put that little spice on it. Hypno the save from Zignian. It's still tied up here. Sudden death overtime. Game 1 of a best of 7 in the Contender Finals for RSC 9. This is absolutely intense. It's crazy that we are still here. Shot opportunity. That's not communication right there. Gonna go right by. And now Triz with 50 boost, looking for another touch. Hypno the touch, the shot, the save from Zignian. And Mech coming in for another touch. This could be the counterattack. I don't know how this game isn't over.
Blue now in the last minute have gotten insane chances as Preflight tries to put that one sneak at bottom corner. Unfortunately unable to do so. Zigman also off the crossbar. Preflight once again off the back wall. What a save from Mac there. You know, the pressure now coming on from Orange, but Hypno now in a 1v1 situation. He tries to put it past one. That's off the bottom of the corner of the goal as well. None of these boys can find the back of the net, and they're putting up quality shots. It's just, you know, now we're finally letting things fly here, going for gold, and it's still not falling in the net. Both teams playing spectacular defense, reading these balls off the back wall.
We'll have to see. The placement's pretty good. Just need the accuracy now. Definitely playing those posts pretty well. Looking to get over to near post most for Blue. Hypno has been taking a lot of shots, putting a lot of offensive pressure on. Gonna need a little bit of help from a teammate, I think, at some point to get up there, get a read off the wall. That's gonna be a very dangerous ball. Is that gonna be enough? No, Preflight does come in on the defensive rotation. Hypno, who else? Up there on the offense. Mac is waiting center, but no. It's gonna be Triz. Triz over to the right. Looking to hold on over one. Look at the rotation here from Blue on the offense. That's going to pop up. Dangerous ball. Preflight. Alone on the challenge. Goes right by Hypno. Triz to the right side. Zignian now. That's going to come straight back down. Nobody taking the opportunity. Mac's going to get a nice clear, and it's over 2. Rotation for Orange to the back post. Mac trying to get his center. Okay, that's going to be I thought Hypno was actually going to come up for that one, but Triz called him off. And this is going to actually be an open shot. Open field shot. Robo gets a save. I think that's the second time Robo has stopped Hypno in open field with a shot.
It's so ambiguous as to what is going to go in the net now. Both teams have tried so much. They've had open shots, they've had redirects, they've had, you know, dribble plays, and everything just either seems to be saved or bounces off the post. And you know, I don't know who's going to come away with this one. We're almost at 6 minutes in overtime, 11 minutes of Rocket League, and there is still no clear indication of who is going to come away with this one. It seems as though Blue will do their patented, rotate all the way back, regroup for boosts as they didn't like their offensive opportunity. Trizzle here with the double tap off the sidewall. He dunks one, though. This is a little dangerous. He's going to try and do it himself. Hypno into the corner now. He's going to put this one, try and get it over Preflight. Unable to read, but Max coming in. RoboFan with the save after that pops off the sidewall, and once again Blue will rotate out and we start all over again, Max.
4 goals in 5, 0 goals in 6:22. This is what you want in a final series, unless you have to go to bed. But we've got 6:30 down, 2-2 tie, and finally, Blue looks to make a little bit of a play up on that left side, but it is Robo, the defensive powerhouse so far, the stalwart for this Chimps team, looking to try to carry and make some offense. Preflight's gonna get there. Mac is called off by Triz. Great communication, and now an opportunity on the counter. By one, Mac is here. The challenge on Preflight. It goes over to the right side. Hypno's up. The touch towards center needs to be saved, and it is sent out of harm's way. 7 minutes in this overtime. Triz a lot of space. They leave it. They don't want to attack. Nobody wants to make the mistake of overcommitting here. Hypno credited with a save. Preflight inside. It's going to be Mac now. Over to the left. Zignian. This is just for game 1, ladies and gentlemen. We aren't even. We aren't even any kind of distance into the series. Triz, 2 go by. Stamina for the cars maybe coming into play. A little bit tired. And that was opportunity. Triz, 2 wide. It's 7.5 minutes in. They've had so many opportunities.
We are going insane right now in the booth. The longest game I think I've ever played in overtime was 9 minutes and 49 seconds. And at that point, you're not really playing Rocket League anymore. You're just playing ball-hitting simulator because you're just trying to put it in the net. Go next. Let somebody win this game in the series so you can revamp your game plan and play actual Rocket League. But these boys, everybody, all 6 on the pitch are rotating beautifully. It's Preflight. Saved there by RoboFan, bailed out, coming off the back wall, off the zoomer of the shot. you know, something's got to go in to regroup. And this is the point where normally if you lose in overtime in the finals, right, you're worried. You know, it gets you down. You fought so hard and you don't win. But Hypno off the backboard, Trizzle one more time. I'm sorry, but anyway, what I was saying was I don't see anybody getting down about this game because, you know, it's simply just been so long. There's no true momentum here for any team. Bring the next game, please, boys. I want to see a flip reset, something crazy. It's gotta be with the way these defenses are playing.
Well, Hypno did. Hypno's been really, really stepping up on the offensive end. They actually did get a nice ceiling shot attempt earlier. There it is! Ignian from the pass across from Robo gives Chimps an insane Game 1 victory. 8 minutes and 45 seconds of overtime, 14-minute game, and we have maybe 6 more to go. Chimps take 1.
Okay, I just want to, before we address, you know, the fact that we were playing Rocket League for 9 minutes straight there, look at the scoreboard. Everybody in the lobby contributing for their teams. There was no individual outplays here. This was truly a 3v3. Everybody came here to play tonight. Everybody with stats on the board. This bodes well for the entire series, and so if I'm the Owls, I'm not worried at all that we've given up this game 1. It was, you know, a ridiculous overtime. You can't be mad about it. They dunked 2 on the goal line. I wasn't expecting anything like that to go in. So at this point in time, I'm thinking regardless of who was winning this game, both teams still feeling very confident that the finals could definitely still be theirs.
We do have a lot of Rocket League left to play, and you are correct in the note that, like, the Owls, the underdogs here, going up against the 42-10 Chimps on the season. Definitely the on the stat line, the Chimps have a heavy favorite and probably have the over/under in their favor. So it looks like, at least for me, did the server go down? I think the server went down.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Rocket League is being Rocket League at the moment.
Hey!
So we will get everybody back in the lobby as soon as possible. And, you know, Bax, I've just received a slight conspiracy here because there are many RSC players who are currently playing, finishing up their scrims ready to play their regular season matches tonight across many tiers. These Contender boys might be stalling so that everyone can finish to watch the Premier Finals right after this.
Whoa, that's some 5-head Galaxy Brain plays coming in from the RSC community. Yeah, that's
yes. Good. You know, it's a team effort here. We are truly a family. Everyone wants to see everyone succeed.
So this is going to be the Owls versus the Chimps. The Owls, the underdogs, have just stood up against a pretty big Goliath in the Chimps, 42-10 on the season, as I've stated before, in an 8-minute, 45-second overtime on top of the 5 minutes, making a 13-minute, 45-second game. Finally clutched out by the Chimps in 1 lapse on the defensive end. But as you were mentioning the stats, not only the stats, but the shots too. Hypno was absolutely lighting it up for the Owls on the offensive end, taking shot after shot. And there are a couple times where, you know, you just want to say, get your knee over the ball, get that thing underneath that crossbar, but definitely opportunities for both teams. And so going into game number 2, I don't really know what this is going to be like, but you better believe both teams are well warmed up at this point.
Well, logically, right, they put us through a 13-minute, 45-second ringer. The floodgates have to open on one team, right? We have to see some sort of 5-1 game here. Somebody absolutely exploding here on offense as Hypno tries to start it off on kickoff. So I'm expecting some major leads to be taken here. Maybe just play a little bit more loose, knowing that both teams are going to play excellent defense. They're going to try and make solo plays, hopefully, to break either of these defending sides. And we'll see what happens here. Game number 2, a long ball almost saved by Trizzle. And that's a big one there, as you don't want to go down 1-0 after you lost the first game.
Not only that, it's getting a little awkward. Well, you mentioned that. And it's an unfortunate. Yeah. It's an unfortunate.
I mean, you can't. They played such good defense for 14 minutes, essentially.
Something. It's true, and
you know,
the universe must be in balance. The universe must be in balance. So we will have the 1-goal lead here for the Chimps. off of a little bit of a kerfuffle there on the defensive rotation for the Owls. But looking to get back on board, Robo, 0 boost, going to be an ambitious attempt at the goal, but Hypno, who has been firing shots constantly, Robo credited with yet another save on a Hypno shot. Mac over to right side, and Triz is there, try to send a center. Zig's going to put it back out into center, free flight up over the top, looks to carry it back over half line. This will be Hypno. Nice little turn over there. Mac needs to save it. No! A second one goes in off the deflection. 2-0 lead for Chimps.
I knew it was dangerous the second that this was awkward for Hypno, but I did not expect Preflight to put it in on his first touch. That was a great redirect out of the corner. Excellent read from that man. He did have, I think it was 1 goal at least in the last series. He's here to win, and he's here to put balls in the back of the net, and that's exactly what they're paying him to do, and he does it here. 2-0 now with 3:43 left to play.
And he did actually just have a contract extension for $1.5 million, so they are looking for a little bit of put out. You know, if you get those kind of numbers, you're gonna have to put some balls in the back of the net, as you stated. Triz gonna go over the side. This could be an opportunity for another goal. It's gonna go over. Zig shot on target. And you said we might see a runaway after a 14-minute game. Well, it's 3-0 with 3:26 to go in game 2.
These uncharacteristic double commits after the first game, right? We don't really have our heads back on us here. We're worried about that last game and how tired we might be mentally. It's hard to focus, especially in Rocket League for that long, with how much positioning matters throughout the entire match. So we've seen quite a few double commits now on defense, having to extend to try and keep balls out of the net, and it just empties the net for the next man rotating from the Chimps to come in and score one. So 3-0 now, 3 left to play. Still doable, absolutely. These boys are no slouches, and so I expect them to continuously put up the fight here.
Potential double commit here. Hypno actually rotated curled under the rotation on the defensive end over in the corner. Robo's going to get a demo on the back post. That could spell trouble, but Hypno actually has an open goal. No boost, not enough to get some power on that. Triz a demo backside with some boost here to work with. Looking for one more touch. Does get it down towards center. Past 1, not past 2. Zig's going to get a touch. But then a demo on Mac, the attacker. We are at the halfway line here for the timer at 2:30 in game number 2 of this best of 7. This is the finals of the Contender tier in RSC Season 9. We're glad to have you with us, ladies and gentlemen. Kick back, relax, grab some popcorn. We got a hell of a show tonight for you. Gonna be over to the right side here. Triz will actually let that go in. This is the boost. Boost goes over to pre-flight. This is gonna be huge. Zig up, chance. One more touch. There it is towards top shelf. Back down. Pre-flight cannot put it in. 2 minutes on the clock here. The Chimps still looking very comfortable. And points for victory for number 4. Hypno gets the save. Back to left side here. Triz underneath. We'll go actually back out to Zetter here. That's a shot far down. Robo on the defensive end is going to take one in. Look at the shot total for Chimps. It's 10 shots to 2.
I was just taking a sip of water. I was figuring, hopefully things were working themselves out. But the Chimps are now coming out like they did in the first couple minutes of game number 1, putting on relenting pressure, and they found the holes in the defense now. 4-0 as things seem to be crumbling in game number 2, as Preflight is going to try and put another one. Can't sneak that one under the bar, but it doesn't matter when Ziggy is there to clean up, and it's 5-0 now. Surely you have to think this one is over and done with. If you are the Owls, you need to reset. You're, letting the stress of game number 1 get to you. Just mentally take a load off, a breather for another minute 30 seconds, and come back in game 3 strong. Remember, folks, this is a best of 7, so going down 2 games is not the be-all and end-all. We're not quite on match point yet, so they still have a chance to rally things back and show us why they're making the spectacular run through this bracket that they have been doing.
That's going to be a nice touch. That's actually a shot on target. They can't miss. There is some Velcro. Somebody attached a string to the ball. I'm not entirely sure, but what a banger there to near post right side. Mac, not even enough time to get back in goal to make a play on it. And it is once again 2 shots to 13. Only 4 saves for the Owls on a 6-0 scoreline in game 2. If you're the Owls, you might might do well to just try to put a few in here, get your rotation back on point. Like you said, maybe this game is over, but look towards game number 3 and start to get prepped for it. See what kind of mistakes are going through right now. Try to correct them. See if you can get a goal or two to carry that momentum into game number 3.
I think it starts first off by just having a man on the back wall. These boys on the Chimp side, not that they're necessarily trying to pass off the backboard too often, but they are missing quite a few shots high, and they're putting things in off the rebound. So what you want to do is get a man helping out your front post man on defense, following behind, maybe in a position there to get on the back wall. And I say that as Mac now gets one for the road, one for the confidence as he dunks the defender right in front of the crease. And he squeezes that one top corner postage stamp with his excellent tournament goal explosion.
And it's going to be a great 50 from Matt going out to that right side, just curling on the line. The signal's going to be taking, try to get that ball out of there so they do at least know that they can still score. It's possible, and that means that they can go ahead and try to put some more in this game, or maybe even the next one. Hypno up over the top side. It's going to be Triz. Opportunity to touch it down towards center. Backboard. Triz touches it back. Mac, the team plays. Look at them go. They're the Globetrotters right now. Back and forth over to the side, but less than 10 seconds. Shot's going to go center. No, Mac cannot finish the show, but I think we've seen a little bit of life from the Owls. In game number 2, we'll go to the Chimps, but we still have to find out if the Chimps will end up being the title holders for the Contender tier.
See, that was a cute little almost solo play there from Trizzle, right? He puts it up onto the back wall, tries to retain momentum by jumping off the back wall immediately, and putting it in the net himself or whatever. That's the kind of stuff that you need to really have confidence to do, and I'm glad that he has it, and you never know. You miss the shots that you don't take, but we got set up there for the Brazil, but unfortunately one won't fall in the net right at the end there, so I will ready up because it seems as though everybody in the lobby is excited for game number 3, and I know everybody in the chat is. 117 in you now watching. Welcome. We're slowly wrapping up RSC Season 9 here with our Contender Finals and our Premier Finals following right after. Thank you for sticking with us as we've got a hell of a series going so far with almost a Brazil following a 13-minute, 45-second game here.
Well, we're going to kick off game number 3. We'll be over to the left side here. Possession going over to our blue squad, the Owls. We're going to touch towards center, touch back out. Now they're going to be putting pressure on. You can see Hypno actually cutting on a potential rotation there just to get that challenge. It's going to be Triz sending this back out and across the goal. A dangerous touch, but nobody there to punish. Robo back to center. Now it's going to be up over the half line. Pre-flight trying to get back in time. Zig is actually going to let Pre-flight take this 50. That's a good 50 for the Owls. Hypno does get the touch, and Mac now has to do well with it. Mac may have gone a little bit too far. Mac will get scored on. Zig puts an early one in. A 1-0, and it looks familiar.
So unfortunate. He's fishing for 100 boost, but there was none there either time he was driving for it. So unfortunately, he just gets caught out on the counterattack because he simply can't get back to the ball. And so 1-0 all 3 games. The Chimps have taken the lead with the first goal of each game. So it's truly on the Owls here to try and find their way back and solidify their final spot here, show that they can hang with these boys, regardless of record, regardless of regular season performance. But there is just a side flip. I don't think Trizzle was expecting him to challenge that one again so early, falling off the wall. And so it just pops over the last man and dribbles into the net.
4:05 here. Game number 3, a 2-0 lead for the Chimps. A 2-0 leading games for the Chimps as well. It's a best of 7 in the Contender Finals. We are looking for the Owls to find a way back into this one, but the Chimps dominating indeed so far. After a grueling game 1, the pass out, the play opportunity for Zig on the shot will be Triz up over 1. 2 back on rotation. It's pre-flight. Hypno is there, trying to get this one back out. It looked like getting give and go on the left side towards near post, but it's not going to play well. Out to center, Mac opportunity for a shot up off the backboard. This could be the chance they were looking for. Triz on target, far side, 335 the answer. It's 1-2.
These boys can shoot if they get the chances. Trizzle there, squeezing that one past the man who's, you know, caught on his back wheels there on the goal line. He can't pre-jump. He can't predict where this one's going to go, and he squeezes it by him. Excellent shot by Trizzle, and they are most certainly not out of this one. They've awoken. You know, they are not going to let the game get away from them like last time. And truly make a statement here in game number 3 as Hypno's going for a bump on that man rotating through the goal line, unable to find it. And with that whiff, possession goes back to the Chimps.
Looks like somebody put some oil on the ball or something, because 2 cars just went right by it. That's going to be a nice little touch there to try to sneak it in, but it won't find the back of the net. Hypno, 0 boost. Not where you want to be, especially on the back 4 with 0. It's going to be rough. Zig out left side. Mac, Chris is actually towards center. A little bit of a mystery. They actually went a little bit too far. That's going to be Hypno on the challenge. Good save there. And now Hypno, 0 boost. Back to center. Mac, there's the banger. Over to the right side. Triz has rotated out. Mac has to chase their own clear here, but it does somehow make it towards center. Is there a shot opportunity? Hypno back to center. Mac is on the rotation. Nobody to turn Mac up off the wall. They're just letting this one. They're giving all the space over, and it will get over 1. Hypno to get a touch. Does get it. Mac, the demo on Robo, who normally is back in that keeper position. Blue is unable to make something happen out of this pressure, but it is still a dangerous ball, and still a good opportunity for the Owls to tie.
There seems to be just a little bit of miscommunication on who is going to stay up on offense with low boost. It seems like these boys are way too quick to rotate out if they don't have boost. They need to start working those pad lines, as Mac is trying to take a shot there. They need to start working the pad lines to make sure they stay in the play and catch these boys out on defense as a pinch.
Oh!
Whoa! What am I seeing here? That's 2-2 now.
What a shot from Hypno. Sees that no keeper is there. Didn't even have to go for the flip. Nobody back on the defensive end. Hypno is out here right now trying to carry the Owls up and get them their first game in the Contender Finals. And what a way to do it. Hypno out here, ties it up 2-2, 2 minutes. Save must be here. That's going to be Mac. Does a good job. But that's the thing, too. The Chimps, they ain't going to let you celebrate nothing. You got to be ready. You got to be on that rotation. Get back on the defensive end. Chris is going to put a little one up here. Mac, you can see how cautious they're being on that backside. 2-2 tied up. This is what we had in game number 1. Game number 2, not even close. But game 3 looks to be another close one as Hypno trying to get some purchase here. Triz over right side. Opportunity again for a shot. And it's in! Triz has scored twice on the far post. The Owls are ahead for the first time in regulation.
This is why they've taken down the number 1 and number 2 seeds in Solar, and this is how they do it. They cannot be counted out of any game. Last game definitely got away from them, but you score the first 2 goals on them, it simply doesn't matter. Their mental state is a cut above the rest right now as they slam one more home, making it 3-2 here. Off the post, dangerous. RoboFan is going to put that one back into the corner there, trying to put it off the back wall once again, but it'll hug, so Mac has an easy save. Zigman putting it out to pre-flight, just going to leave it center for nobody, and Blue is going to move back onto the offense. Hopefully.
The Chimps are just ready. All 3 of them like a little pack of piranhas. They wait, they stay on very, very close offensive rotation. Zig just has to put this towards the center, and Triz trying to get hitboxes in the way, does a good job just to save enough time there. And the Owls now with an opportunity. Look, all 3 are back though on the defensive end, and you're going to see the Chimps rotate back up to an offensive set. They're coming up and putting so much pressure on, and that's going to be Zig to take a shot here. Robo going to be right behind, looking for a chase. There's the demo coming through. Nothing coming from an opportunity up off the wall. There it is. Robo waits. Robo answers. Tie game. 30 seconds.
2 commit for that ball, and it was dangerous. That's that back wall position. I was wishing that Trizzle grabbed that corner boost and followed onto the wall instead, because he already had a man front and back post. So he needed to support there above his teammates for something they couldn't jump to. And that's another one where playing back 4 defense might save them, but I cannot take away from how good that shot was.
Is there an answer from Hypno? 20 seconds to go. We may have our second overtime. And if it's going to be anything like the first one, everybody needs to buckle up and grab another beer, make another bag of popcorn. But wait, there still might be some time here. Chimps on the offensive set. Robo up off the ceiling. Zig waiting in center, and they're just going to let it go. We're in sudden death overtime. Game 3, 2-0 lead here in the games for the Chimps, looking to make it 3-0. That shot might be on. No, just off, and that's how you're going to get started. Hypno already over there looking to try to make some offense, and Max gonna take a shot. That shot far post. Nice save from Zig. Let's get started. Only 10 seconds in.
This is a must-win, I think, if you're the Owls here, because I do not want to have to reverse sweep these boys. They're simply playing too well, so they need to grab this one in overtime, and hopefully quicker than the last one, as Mac is trying to squeeze. Oh! Oh my gosh, he gets it. It bounces off the wall. He technically misses the shot, but the defender has to come out for it. It squeezes behind him as he's trying to make the save, and an unfortunate own goal there takes it for the Owls very quickly into that overtime. I know they're thankful for that one, that it did not reach the point of game number 1. I know they're taking a sigh of relief right now in their comms.
The Owls come away with a game. It is 2-1 now, and they really just kind of came into play there in the last parts of that game, tied up to go ahead 3-2, the 3-3 into the overtime. And yeah, once you go for 8:45, I think it's like, let's just attack. Let's attack. Let's get this over with. We got a game. We already have a long series. We don't need to make it longer. And the Owls have an answer. And so the Chimps now are going to be, they have to be ready. They've been playing good, like you said, but maybe the spike of pressure from the Owls is going to be enough to break through the Chimps' armor and maybe even take a title. We'll have to see.
Yeah, the difference of that game, right? The Chimps had 3 wonderful shot opportunities and goals, but they didn't put the commanding offensive pressure on them like they had the first 2 games, right? So they were unable to just boost starve and stall them out, and that leads them getting scored on a total of 4 times in that game number 3. On the other end, a double demo now is dangerous as Pre-Flight has an empty net, but he has to push it wide because the defender forces him to, and now Trizzle's gonna come try and bail out Zigman there. Hypno to Trizzle, putting it back in the orange zone, and already things are just immediately back where they were at the start of game number 4. Speedy and hype as ever.
What a shot play here! The chase from Triz! Look at the pass from Hypno. Gets a nice double there right over the top of Robo. Robo, always the one back. I swear, anytime Hypno's got the ball, Robo's the one in goal. And Triz is going to come through, put it in. The Owls lead. We have seen 2 leads for the Chimps at the 4:30 mark. And this is the first time the Owls have led 1-0 at the same marker as the Chimps. That means they're getting a little momentum at this point.
Bax, I left that off to you because I saw 2 defenders and I figured that there was no way that he was scoring that, but Hypno, with a wonderful double tap off the wall, was able to just juke out both defenders, and it leaves, an empty net there for his teammate. You cannot understate how important the team plays are for the Owls, and they seem to have the Chimps finally, after 4 games, on the back foot. As a bar down ski, it's almost in the... What a save! I can't believe it. Hypno gets up to that one before Robo is able to push it home. And it seems as though right now, Bax, we have a rule number 1 coming out. In game number 4 of the Contender Finals, these boys have nothing but honor as Pre-Flight is going to try and put that Robo. And I just simply cannot believe what I just saw.
That is an uncanny chain of events. And it's unfortunate Mac didn't get a touch there. We had converted to a 2v2 league, although briefly, but we are back to the Rockets Soccer Confederation standard. It is 3v3 tie game. Game number 4, best of 7 series here in the Season 9 finals. Mac 24 will be controlling through mid by 1. They could see Zig actually on the path they were going to be going for. Pre-Flight is going to get a demo on Max. They were stealing the boost in the corner. It's going to be Hypno now in neutral. Gets 1 touch. Plenty of boost to play with actually, and gets by 1. Pop up. That might be actually to the advantage of Zig, but Zig's not going to make the play. We're still looking at the rotation here. The defensive rotation for both teams looking pretty sharp right now. Only 1 goal through, and that's going to be enough though. Defensive rotation not sharp enough. The Chimps lead by 1.
Those are absolutely the most demoralizing, where you're jumping for a 50, you're trying to dunk this man's shot, and it just goes straight underneath of you and into the net, rolling on the floor. And that one hurts. And I know the Chimps are excited about that one because it's the first game they don't start with a lead, but they've got it back now. With 3 minutes left to play, and this is absolutely doable for the Owls still, as they win this kickoff into the corner, and Trizzle and Hypno are trying to make a 2-man play.
Mac does a good job getting that back up into the offensive spot, and Hypno's actually up for this for a touch. It goes over to the right side. Zig was facing the wrong direction. Back to center. How is Hypno all alone put on that offensive pressure? Triz was unable to get up there. Mackin was a little too far neutral, unable to make a play on it, and it is Mac over to the far side. That will come back out to center. We are at the half mark.